Jamal Murray, you got Jaylen Brown.
So I would say
questions
this.
on all three of them.
I would just say this off rip. None of these guys are league guys to me. All of these guys are in that second best player, third best player in your team range.
Mm-hmm. And only
they are kind
Murray
of,
in the
to
best
me,
position.
Brandon Ingram. Yeah, Murray's definitely in the best position. Brown too. And Ingram and Brown are damn near interchangeable because they have that ability. And well, Ingram gets kind of more of the brunt because I think he has to do more in New Orleans. He's still kind of like their league. But Jaylen Brown and Murray are in that prime role because they're going to be extremely elevated, but they can fly under the radar when they get in 16th.
Yep.
So if you look at it after the bubble, Jamal Murray has started the season kind of terrible. And then he kind of got into his rhythm and he got injured. Because, you know, and he held me to task. I was calling Jamal different. And he like, you got to be careful calling guys different, you know, because he was playing at such a high level. But what I'm learning now is greatness has to be sustained. It's not a flash in the pan, you know. And I'm even going to throw it back to you, Deon, with your guy, Lamar Jackson. We got to see more of those type MVP seasons, you know. And I know a lot of it goes to your fit, what they put around you, the system you in. But just going with these guys in this class, even including Ben Simmons, which is a disappointment, you have to see it at a sustained level. These guys are entering year 7. This is when you're supposed to be that superstar level. Mm-hmm. Mike, Bron,
it was championship pressure on them boys.
Yes.
It is.
Those guys were expected to go out and be in a championship discussion. And outside of possibly Brown and maybe Murray, and we don't know what's going to happen with Simmons' team, these guys are going to be in a championship discussion if their teams are good. But I will say it won't be because of them. They will be an added compliment, but they won't be the sole reason that their team is dependent on for them to win.
Mm-hmm. I think we should know that, like you said, I just think we give I like Jaylen Brown, but it's like we give him like a pat, like he fly under the radar. It's like, oh yeah, he got, people use that word potential. It's like it's just 6, 7 years. Like by now we should know if he that guy or not. You know, I think all these guys, all 3 of them. But I think, like you said, they second or third best players on their team right now. They'll be like a championship team. But I don't want to go hard on Ben Simmons because I like Ben Simmons, man. I just don't. I don't. That was weak for not playing good. It's like how I give him the benefit of the doubt can be like an impact player on the Nets. So
he's been an impact player always. My issue with Ben Simmons was they called him transcendent, and he hadn't transcended anything. He didn't transcend college. He didn't transcend the pros. Transcendent is a special word,
right.
Though. Like
I get
you above and beyond what the game is.
He is. They put that expectation on him, like you said, yeah.
But he's an excellent defender.
Max Kellerman.
He's an elite defender. He's an excellent rebounder. He's great in transition. He's a good ball handler. He's a very good passer.
Yep.
Just don't ask him to shoot the ball, which means he cannot be your first or second best player. That's just what that means. And that's why not to get off the subject.
That's why Brooklyn should keep the core together.
Why Durant want to get traded, because in that dynamic, then you go guard Jason Tatum. I'm finna take a break and I'm just gonna play offense. You go guard Giannis and I'm just gonna play
Right.
I don't understand.
Yeah. Let me guard Al Horford or Robert Williams.
Yeah, I don't understand the thinking behind, because you have what you need. You don't need him to shoot. You got you and Kyrie, you got Steph Curry, and you got Harris. You got all of them.
Man, they got enough to win.
You don't need him to shoot the ball.
Got enough to win.
Steph Curry, Joe Harris.
You're even saying it. But even Deon, the way you just described Ben Simmons, all those things you named about him, and this is when I get pissed. there's no reason why he shouldn't be able to do what Giannis does. You got a damn near better hand than Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
You can pass better than him. You can rebound just as good. Giannis probably definitely got you on athleticism, but Ben is athletic too. He's no slouch in the open court. But I hate saying it because you can't measure that, but you don't see that dog. You don't see that other piece that just takes guys that are really special over those guys that I will say become, even though I like the guy, Jamal Crawford could have hit another level. Lamar Odom, even Joe Johnson, I felt as good as he is,
his motor
kind of left you that he could have had more. And Wiggins, before he got into this situation with Golden State, where he's asked to do something specific, let's be honest, Wiggins looked good, but all his shots are open, and he doesn't have to have that pressure of carrying the offense. So, yeah, I can run and have the energy, play defense, run the floor. All my shots going to be one-on-one. It's easy to do my step back, spin, my spin step back now because I ain't doing it in traffic. It's against one guy.
There's a reason why.
That's what makes you special when you got to
do that. You got a top 75 team.
Okay.
Because everybody is not designed to be a one. And I think that more GMs need to consider that when they're drafting people at certain slots. Talent, I got you. But I need to know if I'm drafting this guy here and I'm talking about I'm building around this guy, what has he shown me that I can rely on him as being a one? Because maybe, let's go back in time. Maybe James Worthy is not as high up on the list if he don't get drafted to the Lakers, because maybe he wasn't supposed to be a one, but he never had to find that out. These guys have to find that out because they're so talented. Paul George is a super talented too. So I don't know.
And those are the teams that's good where you have those tools that are good enough to pull off one performances.
Thanks. That's a good.
That's the difference. The championship teams, as opposed to everyone else, they have those guys that can put on those great performances. You get what I'm saying? When that star don't have it that one day, but that star still expected to be great for a lot of those. I would say at least 3 of those games if you want to get a series win.
That's why I think the Celtics too. What you said about Jaylen Brown being the second best guy, like if Tatum take that next step, and Jaylen Brown could be more like consistent and be that second best player, like Paul George, like they can go to another level. I think Boston, because they got the talent, but we just got to see how they put it together.
I think I don't think Jaylen Brown thinks he's a two.
That too.
Yeah, he's a two.
But look who he's working out with, right? He's working out with Tracy McGrady. T-Mac telling him, hey, man, you better than this, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You got it. You got it. All you got to do is work on this, man. Look, you had 40 in the last game. He had.
You're right. T-Mac, that's how he gonna be talking. It ain't gonna be about, let's get this champion. It's gonna be like, oh yeah, you him one-on-one.
T-Mac not gonna tell him, hey, take the load off. Y'all play y'all role. Y'all build off each other. He like, man, you just as good. What, he about to get the $200 million? Look how they disrespected you on your contract extension.
Right.
You a $50 million player too. You got to go and show them that. And that's why it look like they out there like it's weird. They out there hooping like Sidney Dean did Billy Holt sometimes. They don't got that chemistry. They just out there just hooping. 2 guys out there just balling.
No turn.
And like bumping. Well, I got game. Hey, figure it out. What's that next class? 2015.